Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting edition of Psychic Sundays Live with your host, Sally Diane.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to our favorite hour of the week, right here with you, our YouTube friends. If anyone,
I had your chair perfectly centered, and you come along, and you're no longer centered.
Story of my life.
Slide it my way.
Ooh, happily. There. How's that, baby?
We'll see.
Okay. Anybody who would like to see me in person, just call the spa near the tracks right here in beautiful downtown Stratford at 519-272-1293.
You want to let them know who you are and say hello?
Well, you said it. Hi, I'm Sally Diane, and I'm here to provide free readings for you right here on Psychic Sundays Live. And I hope that some of you will come and see me in person or set up a consultation for an online reading. Just send me an email at info@sallydiane.com. And now, without further ado, let's get on to our...
First question?
Yes.
From Windy City, will I be moving to Canada with my girlfriend by March 2025?
Okay. Well, Canada...
I'm not quite sure. What's the important part? That your girlfriend's coming with you or that you're coming to Canada? You might have to make a choice there at some point.
Well, let's see. Perhaps. Actually, he may be right. Now, I don't know what the charm with Canada is, but she isn't well aspected. And it just feels like, I don't think that you're a problem with getting into Canada, but I think that she has something, some little glitch here that makes it hard for her to come to Canada. Okay, so I can't say by March of 2025. They're giving me more of a May. So it might take you a little bit longer. Okay.
All right. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to do this part.
Yes.
Jasmina, why is my colleague jealous? Having troubles. Will be stopped.
Okay, so first off, you cannot take somebody else's jealousy seriously. Jealousy is a mental illness. Full stop. And so if somebody is jealous of you, that's their problem. You know, it's kind of like, if somebody wants what you have, of course they can have it if they're willing to work for it. So anyhow, we'll see what the cards recommend for you as far as dealing with your colleagues. That one colleague in particular. Mm-hmm. Okay. So you've got to be careful of this person, because this person, it feels like it's kind of a frenemy, and she makes you doubt yourself, and she makes you doubt how others look at you. And that's not good for you, because you're coming into work lacking confidence and lacking a good self-image. And quite frankly, the higher-ups do like you. You are looked on favorably. Yes. Your colleague, you just have to put some distance between you and that colleague.
Mm-hmm.
And why that person is jealous is not your problem, not your concern. Why does anybody have a mental illness?
Brother Chris, your question is too cryptic for me to understand. Any chance you can reword that or flesh that out a little bit?
Yeah, it's not a secret. You're with friends here.
Yeah. Margaret, will I get my promotion before I move in August?
Okay. Let's see what's on that road ahead. Margaret. Well, I see that you've got a lot of anticipations, a lot of hope here. Nice. It's looking good. It's looking very good. Now this one, the Chariot reversed, it's saying that, I see the move and I see the promotion. I see them both going well, but I'm not sure that it happens in the order that you expect it to. It just feels like something's a little reversed here. But the answer to your question is yes.
Okay.
Very positive cards.
Kara James.
Hi, Kara.
Kara wanted to know if there's anything coming my way for the rest of this month.
All right. The last third of July for Kara. All right. Ooh.
Anything particular that you're hoping that's coming your way, Kara?
Now, I do have the thing.
Because there's no reason to be coy here.
Yes, the Ace of Wands jumped out of the deck. And so the Ace of Wands is usually an opportunity. And because of the way it jumped out of the deck, keep your eyes open for unexpected opportunities. Always be at your best, come to work well rested, wear your lipstick, that sort of stuff. Be prepared for an opportunity to come your way. Kind of out of the blue. Oh, look at this. All right. Interesting. It looks like you're going through a healing period right now. And there seems to be this month, it seems to me that you make peace with somebody that you might not have been getting along with so well. So that's a good thing. I feel good about that. It's always good to make peace. Well, not always, but most of the time. And also in this Five of Cups, it tells me that life moves along okay. You don't get everything you want this month. And it says be willing to compromise. And if you feel like you've lost, take stock of what you have. Okay? And don't forget that there is an opportunity, and it just sort of comes out of the blue for you.
Okay. And next we have Cindy.
And she wants to know if she has any. Okay.
Any messages from the spirit world?
Yes. And I'm just going to reach over into my crystal bowl here. Not a crystal ball, a crystal bowl. And let's see. Oh, that one. And that one. Okay, so the two that I pulled out some magnetite, and magnetite, sorry, is it's a high energy stone. You can tell by the white, so it's got a lot of white energy. It's one of the stones that I really feel is electric. So spirit is saying that now things are the energy around you is pretty high. And you also have bronzite, and bronzite is it's kind of looks almost like gold mica, and it does have some very creative energies, some very bold energies. So what spirit is telling you is keep your eyes open, keep active, and go after what you want boldly. Because the energies are with you. And also good energies usually means good health too. Although, we don't really deal with health issues here. Okay, so who's next?
Who is next?
Joseph.
No, I've got just Sushama here.
Oh.
All right, Sushama, good morning from India. Well, good morning, India, and anybody else that has a morning going on right now.
Okay.
I hope it's a nice day for you. Just watch out for your toes.
Oh my goodness.
Anyhow, why my fiance's SN Ja is ignoring and not replying to my messages for 3 days? Oh, Sushama, this reads like a question for somebody that's in grade 5.
Yeah, as a he's kind of right here because you know, he's kind of distancing yourself, and you're buying into it. You know, it's kind of like every time you message him, you're giving in. And I think that he's just power tripping. And I would suggest to you to just find something else to occupy your time until he decides to come to his senses and come around. Yeah, yeah. He's just playing games. So, yeah. You're the one that's got the pledge from him. He's your fiance. It's, you know, give him a big dose of I don't care. Move on, do other things. And don't leave him any more messages. He needs to be the one to blink next.
Here's a good idea. If you're able to, go on a trip without him.
Yeah.
He'll get the picture then. Diane, how are you today? Happy Sunday. Well, it's almost over here. Just wanted to know what God wants me to know in this season.
Okay, so let me just... That's an interesting one. Okay, so what I've got is a red opal and a blue tiger's eye. And the card that came jumping out of the deck is the King of Wands. So there's this idea that you have a great deal of potential and a great deal of energy. You just need to go forward and be confident. You know, move forward like you were a king. I know you might not be the tallest person in the room, but walk in like you're 6 feet tall or 7 feet tall. The red opal is telling me that it feels like you're a little bit more in tune with spirit right now, and you should be paying attention to your dreams and paying really close attention to your instincts, because they're just really sharp. And this blue tiger's eye is this thing about truth, and never let a lie cross your lips. Words are power, and whenever you lie, your words become worthless. All of them. So keep your power, hang on to your power, always tell the truth.
All right, and that was for Dion. Next we have Seashells. Oh, she met a guy on a train, wants to know if she'll meet him again. Isn't that a plot to a Christmas movie?
Yeah. Well, you know, I feel like he's probably riding the train a lot more, hoping to run into you again.
I could have sworn we had this question 2 years ago.
No, I think it was one of the Christmas movies we watched.
I don't know.
Yeah. You'll run into him again, but it won't be for another month or so. It's almost like once you give up on not seeing him, and he gives up on not seeing you, boom, your paths cross again. So yes, your paths will definitely cross again. There was some chemistry there.
Okay.
That's cool.
Next we have Divine Oracle Podcast.
Oh, yes.
After today's U.S. news, how will things go? How will things go for what? How will things go for whom?
Oh, you know what he's talking about.
Well, no, because we're in Canada. Right? How will things go for Canada with this? I don't know. Is that what he's asking?
No.
How will things go for myself with the U.S. news? Is it going to impact me?
Okay. Yes, so Joe Biden has dropped out of the race, and he has endorsed Kamala Harris. Of course, she is not the candidate yet. She might be considered presumptive, but we'll just see. Let's just see what's going on. Oh yeah. Yeah, it says that the race definitely changes in this month. So there's a lot more energy and a lot more, yeah. It goes well. It goes very well. It feels like she's going to pick a bit of a dark horse as far as a running mate. Oh, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. It looks like Kamala's going to win. I always saw the presidential seal around her, and when she became vice president, I thought maybe it was a vice presidential seal. No, she's going to make it. She's going to do just fine. But of course, the energies down there right now, and probably right through the October, is going to be a bit of a whirling dervish.
And Marianne wants to know whether her trip to DC with her friend will be a good trip.
Ooh, okay. Okay, trip to DC. Would that front happen to be male? And I just say that because I see where it ends up. I get the feeling that your friend is going because your friend wants to be close to you. You're going to be much more enthusiastic about the trip, and you're going to get a lot more pleasure out of it. I don't know whether you'll notice that your traveling companion isn't enjoying it quite as much, but your traveling companion is still enjoying your company. So it looks like a good trip.
All right. He's in it for the trip. You're in it for the destination.
Mm-hmm.
April. Is T a good person for me when it comes to marriage? I'm sorry to break it to you, April, but T's already happily married. Oh, you mean your T?
He's talking about his brother. Okay. April. I'm sorry about that, April. We'll see what the cards have to say about your T. Okay.
You know, I actually pointed at the monitor like I had a camera on me. You know, talking with your hands while no one's there to see.
Oh, that's so cute. Okay, so you've got some pretty powerful cards. It does look like the relationship is going forward fast. Maybe a little too fast for T, but it's not like you can stop, you know, who can stop a speeding train, right? It does look like there are changes ahead, and it also looks like you care a lot more for him than you let out, because it feels like you're trying not to wear your heart on your sleeve, trying to keep it close to your chest. Yeah, he thinks he does see a future for this relationship, and I think that there's going to be some good significant changes in the relationship going ahead. So yeah.
Well, there you go, April.
Yeah.
SR. Will my problems, just too many, resolve anytime soon?
You know, they say that your attitude determines your altitude. And I'm just going to see what Spirit has to say to you.
And I want to pinpoint you a little bit more, not you, Sally, but SR. You say you've got too many problems. Everybody's got too many problems. That's just the way it is. But I get the feeling you're hoping that they're going to all resolve at the same time. And I think you need to...
Life doesn't work like
that.
that.
I think you need to get yourself to think about it more. But which one can I solve now? Which one can I solve tomorrow? Which one can I solve the next day?
Yes, and I'm going to see what the cards have to say. Because it does, you know, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And if you
start with the truck.
And if you look at all your problems at once, you are going to be overwhelmed. Pick the easiest one to solve. Start with that. And then move on to the next one and the next one. But I'm going to see what the cards have to say. Oh, yeah. I didn't tell you anything you didn't already know. Not quite. Oh, there. That's good. Okay, so, yeah. It's like the Queen of Swords tells me, you already know how to solve your problem. Sometimes we don't like the solution, you know? I mean, if I'm 10 pounds overweight, which I'm more than 10 pounds overweight, it would be wonderful if a solution to that problem would be to eat a cake a day. I really wish that was the solution to that problem, but it isn't. But I see you kind of, stiffening up your upper lip and tightening up your belt and pulling yourself up by your bootstrings and solving your problems. So it's all up to you, but you're well aspected to do it. So just start taking that first step. That first step is the hardest. Don't solve all of them at once. Solve one, then the next one, then the next one, then the next one. Because I do see a brighter road ahead for you.
All right, SR. Benafsha. Hey, welcome back, Benafsha. How's your week been? How will my time off with my friends go in August? That all depends on whether you bring your phone or not.
Oh, so let's see. It sounds like fun.
Yeah, instead of bringing phones, just bring cameras and do without the phones to see how much more fun you're having.
Well, our cameras are our phone.
Well, I realized that, we have cameras that you make phone calls on. I get that. And cameras that you send texts on and all that. But my cell phone takes better pictures than any other camera I've ever owned.
Okay, I think that you're going to have a good time. And your friends, it feels like your goofiest friends are going to be goofy. And yeah, everybody's just going to be their best partying self there. I really feel like you're going to have a good time. It's not like you're going to solve any problems, but it's kind of nice to put the stress and worry behind you. And it's just a good time and a break from everything. And it might be, the producer's right there. You might want to just leave your cell phone at home. Because you're going to have a lot of fun and you don't need to worry about work or family dramas or anything like that.
It'll be a completely new experience for y'all.
Yeah.
You can always upload the pictures later. Nobody needs to see them right then and there. Hey, you know what we're going to do now?
Is it that time?
Well, once again, it's time for Pick a Card. This time for the week of July 22nd, 2024. Are you ready, Sally?
I am ready.
Well, here we go.
Okay. And we'll pick 3 cards, and I want you to pick one. Pick card number 1, or pick card number 2, or pick card number 3. So what is your tarot card for this week going to be? Is it going to be card number 1? Card number 2, or card number 3? Did you pick tarot card number 1? Well, then your tarot card this week is the Star. The Star of Hope. The Star is able to pour out her emotions freely and be open. And this is the kind of week you're going to have, where if you want something, just ask for it. But this is a week to work on the things that you want and to work on your dreams, because you have the Star around you, and the Star is the Star of Hope. So I think you're going to have a really good week, especially emotionally. Did you pick card number 2? Well, then your tarot card for the week is the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is often called the illusion delusion card, where a lot of things are being put in front of you. Maybe you're given too many choices, and it's really hard to stay focused this week. So this would be a good week. Might not be a good week to make really important decisions. This would probably be a good week to do some meditating and just contemplation and try and sort things out. Because you really got a lot of issues on the go. Okay. Did you pick card number 3? Well, if you pick tarot card number 3, then for you this week, you have the Five of Swords reversed. Now, the Five of Swords right side up is it's basically about unkindness and nastiness. You know, the things people do just to be mean. And when it's turned upside down like that, it can be harmful too. It's not a good card. It's not a nice card. It's a card that's warning you to stay away from gossip. Stay away from anybody who does mean things. If there's somebody in your life that you can't trust, this is a good week to put real estate between you and that person. Okay? So, yeah, the road ahead this week might be a bit treacherous, so tread carefully. And thank you for tuning in. Have a great week, and we'll see you next week for another episode of Pick a Card.
Or you can tune in every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time for Sunday Psychic Sundays Live, where we do free readings. All you got to do is show up, type your questions in the chat, and you'll get your reading. We do take those questions in sequence, so if you're not patient, this is probably not going to be for you. Bye-bye. Where were we? Well,
Yes.
apparently SR thinks I talk too much.
It's his show. Of course he talks too much.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to come over here and produce it? Yeah. Can you stomach it? And by that, I mean the beverages.
Yes, well, you have no idea how much work he puts on the show. I really appreciate it, him making it happen every week for us. Okay, so
Who's next? Michelle Weber.
are we, let's see. Oh, yes.
Could you... Oh, Michelle wants to know what her guides want her to know.
Okay. So, Michelle's guides, and for that I'm just going to pull some crystals, because that seems to be working pretty well. On that one. So, what we have is we have a selenite desert rose, and a selenite desert rose, I find that has kind of, you know, selenite itself is a calm, peaceful stone. But when you put it in this, in the desert rose configuration, it also has this. It seems to pull in the spirit of past loved ones. And so when it comes to this, I think your guides want you to know that your past loved ones are around you, whether that's a grandparent or a parent. It feels like you have somebody very strong around you. And you also have the picture jasper. And the picture jasper is about creativity and imagination. And so your guides want you to use your creativity and use your imagination. Those are things usually used to make changes in your life, isn't it? Okay. And thank you for tuning in.
All right. Who is next? K-Gem.
Oh,
All right, so K-Gem, welcome to the channel. You're new here, that's obvious. We don't do general readings simply because of a time constraint, nothing else. That's just why we're more of a question and answers readings here. So let's find out about your reconciliation with Scorpio male. They've been watching too much Drew Lynch.
Oh, yeah. And anyone who watches this show regularly knows how I feel about reconciliation.
Yeah, but this could be a friend.
It could be. It could be.
Although
Okay.
usually they don't talk about their friends as their signs. That's always reserved to some other person.
Huh. Well, I have temperance right in the middle. Okay, so you're coming into a point in your life where you're spiritually balanced, and it feels like you're doing better for yourself financially as well. As far as your Scorpio here, I do see him around if you want him, but I just want to say that he strikes me as being kind of a selfish person, so keep that in mind. That's not going to change. But you are coming into balance, and you do have the idea of twoism there, the back and forth. So, communication is definitely a possibility with your Scorpio. Reconciliation, not so sure about that.
It feels like your Scorpio is more towards the end of that sign and closer to the Sagittarius than he is to the Libra, which is a good thing. Scorpius, Libra leaning Scorpius, you don't want those.
Happy Monday, SR.
Happy Monday.
Yeah, she says it's early morning in Europe. Monday morning, that is.
Yes, it is. Let's see. It'd be what, 4 a.m. and 4:30 a.m. in London, 3:30 a.m. in Vienna.
My son was just in London with his family.
Yep.
I know that doesn't mean anything. Okay.
Oh, we did that part, right?
Yes.
Oh, we're Patricia.
We're on Patricia.
All right.
And
Spirit guide messages.
Spirit guide messages. So, wait a second.
It's time to sharpen your pencil.
Okay. Well, interesting. Okay, so you want to know the messages from Spirit Guide, and first off, you get the green aventurine, and the green aventurine is a stone of a period of luck and prosperity. So it's a pretty good stone there. Your luck's going to change around in a good way, and to back that up, you've got the gold stone, and the gold stone is about it's about serendipity and things turning out better than you expected. So they're saying hang in there, your luck is changing, and things are going to turn out better than you expected.
All right. Woo-hoo. Scorpio Angel is looking for love jobs. I mean, jobs or love.
Any lover jobs coming in soon. Okay. Okay. So let's see what cards have to say about what's ahead for you. Well, the next big thing for you, you're going to have a chance to prove yourself. And I know you're a competitive soul, but when given a chance to prove yourself, you can really pull out ahead. So, oh yeah. You want to know about jobs? You do have a card that indicates an opportunity coming up soon. And finally, last but not least, yep. Okay, so you have the World, and the World is, I don't have to tell you that that's a positive card. It does tell me that, yes, it is possible to have everything.
You already knew that.
Yeah. So I think that you kind of felt like you had love and money coming your way anyway. So, new job, new opportunity to make money, and I got a feeling that love's already there. Okay.
SR says family question mark. Yeah, we all have them. Some are good, some are bad. That's up to you.
Oh, no, my son has his own family.
I don't have a son. Or daughter. What?
It's okay. That's okay. But I share my grandson
your
with you.
son and I are 6 years apart in age.
7.
7. Ooh. Hey, sorry, Philip, I made you a year older. Toxic
Okay.
Waif wants a reading for Margot.
Okay, and
Just-
that's fine. But first,
Yeah.
we got Alphonse.
No, I do not.
Oh, I see.
Oh, there's Alphonse's later on. Yep. So couple more. So Toxic Waif for anybody. Generally, don't do readings for third party, but in this case, we're talking about family.
Yeah, we are.
Sally's family, that is.
So those 3 cards came out, and I just sort of looked at it, and they were giving me a little bit about a past relationship with Margot. There's somebody that she counted on that I think let her down, that comes back around. All right, so let's see what else the cards can tell me about Margot. Okay. Oh, I knew I'd turned two over by accident. She's got in the center, she's got 2 wands, and wands are fiery energy, so it does tell me that she's getting a little bit more active, and I do see her, I do see her becoming more active, and I know that she was set back for a while, I think, if I remember correctly. But the cards are telling me that right now she gets, I guess, a bee in her bonnet or something, because I see her being energized and doing more and moving more and planning more. It feels like she used to have everything she wanted. And life goes up and down and up and down, and this is a down period. But when I look in the future, there's this Page of Cups. A Page of Cups is a younger person, and one of the benefits from Margot becoming more energized and moving forward is she's able to help a young person who kind of needs her help too. Okay, so thank you, Toxic Wave.
Mark Fender, due to time constraints, we don't do general reading questions here. If you have a specific question you'd like answered, that's best. Or you can ask for spirit guide messages or angel messages, depending on how you want to look at that. And that's just simply because of time constraints. We're here for an hour, and there's a lot of people, and we want to make sure as many can get a reading as possible. And general readings take more time. Brother Chris. Hey.
Yes.
Well, welcome back, Brother Chris. You did rewrite that question, and that is fantastic.
Yes.
Today we were in Salem. I walked through a spiritual doorway, and my medicine bag broke. What is the message there?
Well, that means that your medicine bag has been used up, and you need to get another one. Nothing lasts forever, and medicine bags, they have X amount of energy, and you just need to get a new one. That's what it means.
No cards?
Don't need cards for that.
Okay, well, just asking.
That was an easy
All right,
question.
now we have Alphonse. I love that name, actually,
I do too.
Will Jennifer and I get back together and be a long-term romantic couple?
Ooh.
No, because she's already moved on.
Yeah, and you're putting all that energy into it. Let's see what the cards what advice the cards have to give you.
Don't sigh so loud.
All right. So I think that the producer is right because it shows her as being a passing influence. But then it says, when that whole when a door closes, a window opens, there is an opportunity coming your way that will help you it'll help to be a distraction while your heart is mending. So when love isn't working out, focus in on money.
That was definitely the simplified version of that.
Yes, it was.
All right, Alphonse, I'm going to add to that reading. There's a transformative change going to happen with you. It's going to require quite a bit of sacrifice on your part. It will be for financial reward as well. However, the personal growth reward that happens from this transformation is much more important. And you're going to find that the person you're attracted to, the type of person that you're attracted to, will have changed quite a bit compared to the person that you want right now. Dextrose.
I love that name.
Yep. They used to give us that dextrose as a survival aid when we were learning how to ski, because because it would be able to keep your warmth up from just all that sugar.
Yes.
They didn't tell us about the downside of
C6H1206.
Anyhow, dextrose wishes to reconnect with their friend from Lebanon, and what's the outcome going to be of that reconnection?
I get a good feeling about that.
I get a good feeling that too, but not at first.
Well, there's time. There's time. Yeah, there's time. You see, like, there's something between the two of you that's created tension here. And it could be just distance and time, because it starts out with kind of a truce, kind of meeting in the middle and finding a common ground that that you may have lost. Okay, so even though this is upside down, my eye is drawn to this, which is right side up. And
what is that?
It's the angel that's on the handle.
Oh, okay.
And she's kind of reaching through a laurel.
Okay.
And it just feels like this is going to be something good.
Yes.
I'm sorry that's going to be uncomfortable at first, but that's to be expected. I think that there's a lot of loose ends and a lot of things that you have to tie up. So it's basically, you sort of have to get to know each other, but it's well worth it.
All right, let me flesh that out a little bit. From what I picked up there was that when you initially contact your friend, they will be so extremely busy that they're going to blow you off a little bit and come across as really cold. And then about 2 to 3 weeks later, you're going to hear back from them, and it's going to be a completely different story. They're actually going to apologize for the coldness that they portrayed themselves with initially. And it'll really just matter of the fact that they're so busy. There's so many things going on right now. They just really don't have time for you right then and there. But that's going to change within a few weeks after your initial contact. Anyway, who's next? Suzanne.
Hi, Suzanne.
Spirit guide messages. All right.
Okay, and I'm using the crystal bowl for spirit guide messages today. And
that's the crystal bowl, not the crystal ball.
Yes. Okay, so.
Why don't you ever bring that out? I guess scrying is not the good for YouTube videos.
This is true. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we have fire agate. Fire agate, and we also have a piece of sodalite. So the fire agate is kind of saying that you need to energize. So one thing that Spirit's saying is that this is not a time to procrastinate. This is not a time for any yabbits. You need to do that. Yeah, but none of that. It's just do it and do it now. So you need to get yourself you get yourself energized. Because I think that what the feeling here is that things are moving fast around you, and so there isn't time to stop and think or anything like that. The world, the universe is expecting action from you right now. You also have the sodalite, and this sodalite is a very psychic crystal. It's associated with the third eye, and it just feels like you are getting spirit messages. And it's kind of, trust the messages that you get. Okay. Yeah. So energize yourself, trust your instincts.
All right, SR. There we go. Next, we got Mark Fender, who rewrote his question and wants to know what the spirit guides are saying to him.
Oh, another one with a... Okay. So Mark Fender's spirit guides. Let's see which ones we pull up. That one. Very one that one is.
And bear hugs right back to you, Dextros, the announcer. All right.
Okay, so what we have, and that was Mark with a C. Okay, and the one that you got was, you have a smoky quartz agate. I mean, you have a smoky quartz. It's not an agate, smoky quartz. And this one is my medium smoky quartz. That says that your guides want you to focus in on the now. You know, so don't dwell on the past and don't plan 10 years ahead. Right now, deal with the now and stay in the now. You also have the citrine toe. And citrine is, it's an anti-negativity stone. So it's kind of saying that you are protected from negativity right now, which is good to know. Also, the thing with citrine is, it's one of those stones that will always make sure that you have enough. You know, it's not the kind of stone that comes along with a lottery win or a huge inheritance of that, but enough. You know, like when you need a meal, you will have a meal kind of thing. So there's this idea of focusing on the future. Focusing on the now, and know that you will be taken care of.
All right, Mark, there you go. Next, we got Donna.
Hi, Donna.
Babe and I are taking a trip to the UP. For anybody that's not familiar with North America, the UP is the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and not taking a trip to the up. And they're going to go see the Sioux Locks, Sault Ste. Marie, that is.
Yeah.
And painted rocks for their anniversary and birthday. Well, hey, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Driving up the... Michigan is such a beautiful state. The further north you get, it's just fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going the first week of August, though. Will it be a good trip?
Okay. Yeah, you have unakite here, and you also have... I just want to make sure I get this one right. Yeah, it is. Okay, and this is a green moss agate. So... the unakite is, it's a stone that's that's associated with the heart chakra. It's got both the green and the pink. It's going to be a very nice romantic trip, and you guys will be in a honeymoon mood, if you know what I mean. Also, you have you've got the green moss agate, and that's kind of a strange one to come up. While you guys are on vacation, it seems to me like... See, the green moss agate is about prosperity and bringing prosperity to you. And it seems to me like while you're on vacation and while you're kind of more relaxed mentally, one or the other of you gets an epiphany about how you can bring more money into the household. Okay.
All right, Donna, the message I got was to pay off your credit card so that when you get up there, you can spend freely without having to go, how much, without having to do the math in your head while you're in the store kind of stuff. Take care of that, and then you'll enjoy your vacation a lot more. Next, we got Ezza. Ezza wants love,
Yes.
but only for this week.
You don't want love just for this week.
That's
honey.
what they only ask about this week.
Yes.
So, how popular are you to be able to get love in a week?
Okay, well, let's see what the cards have to say about love for you. It does show somebody around you, but I get a funny feeling that this person is already around you. You already have love around you. You already have love around you.
Oh, you gotta bring somebody from the friend pool into the love pool.
I really think that's what's happening, because you've got somebody here that is just absolutely perfect, that loves her, and there's love there, and I don't know what the issue is. Like you said, it might be that he's just stuck in the friend zone, but then you have this coming together of friends and community. This is a picture of a wedding, and even here you've got this path with a diamond at the end of it. Yeah, I think that love is already around you and growing, and all you have to do is nurture it. That's what I think.
That's what I think too.
And that's what the cards think.
Okay, Jem, will P and I get back together? Didn't we already do her?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she was the Scorpio lady the first time around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Jem, it doesn't matter whether you say P or Scorpio, it's still going to be the same person.
Yeah. This is a situation where you just can't keep looking back. You need to look forward. The past is a past, and there's a reason why a relationship doesn't work out.
Stephanie wants to know from Spirit. Spirit.
Oh, Rebecca, you didn't put a question mark at the end of your question, and that's why it didn't show up on the producer's screen.
I don't see a
Okay.
Rebecca at all.
Yeah, that's because you don't put a question mark.
No, I mean even in the regular chat.
Okay, so she's right above Jean XO.
No, I have Stephanie here, not Rebecca.
Yeah, but you look up under Ezra.
Oh. All right, well, we'll get back to you there. Next, right now we're doing Stephanie
Okay,
and her spirit guides.
and her spirit guides. She just
Yeah.
wants to know what her spirit guides want to say to her.
Yeah, we already went through this. Where were you?
Oh, I don't know. Somewhere out in outer space, I'm sure. Okay, so. Oh, this one. That one. Okay, so. Spirit guides are sending some dark stones here. That's,
You're gonna have to get bigger stones if you're doing this on camera. They don't even show up.
oh, they're
they're
not
just,
really.
They're just little dots.
Yeah, okay, so what you have here, is a purple Dalmatian Jasper. And this one is about personal power, and it's about opportunity. It's a royal kind of a color. And when this shows up, it says, put your best foot forward. Someone's looking, and this will bring you opportunity. And then you have this, and this is an agate. There we go. It's an agate of sorts. It's a diedric agate. Anyhow, that's the most common agate. But agates are very grounding. So it's saying that, you're already well grounded. And it feels like you're really poised to, make an opportunity happen for you. That's what, that's why I see in the purple Dalmatian jasper. So toot your own horn right now, because you can make things happen for yourself.
Okay, and that was for Stephanie. Next, we have Gene XO. May I ask how my new business idea will pan out like? Will it be financially successful? Gene, how are we supposed to be doing a reading on an idea? How about you put that idea down to a business plan and go from there? Because right now, it's just a wish.
Yes. But I'm going to just see what advice Spirit has for you. But don't waste time making that transition from thought to action. Let's see.
Jean says she already has a plan.
Well, there you go.
All right.
So you've got this coming together of community of different factions. So, make sure that you do your networking. Make sure that you make sure that you know all the suppliers and your competition. Do a lot of what my dad used to call glad handing, right? Oh, well, Page of Cups, that's you. That's you with the creative idea. And, all you really need to do is start drumming your own drum. There's the plan right there. Okay, the Five of Swords. And that's not necessarily a nice card, but it's in the positive aspect. Not everything's easy when you run a business, and if you go into business just to make money, you might as well get a job and help somebody else make money. Okay, if you have an idea and you want to go into business, it's because it's from the passion, it's from the heart. A lot of people who run businesses earn a lot less than their employees. So you're well aspected in this part, but it's just making that conversion into action.
When you flipped that Five of Swords, as you were flipping it, I heard Sword of Damocles in my head.
Yeah.
Joy, are my friends S&M going to end up together? Well, only if they join B&D.
S&M. I like that.
Joy, we generally don't answer questions about third parties. Because in the end, it's none of your business.
Unfortunately, he's right. Well, he's right.
I mean, if you wish your friends well and you would like for them to end up together, that's great, but that's not necessarily mean that is what's best for them. Now, having said that, they are going to end up together, but not in the long run. At some point, they're going to grow apart because that's what people do.
Yeah.
So they will dissolve their relationship and change it, transform it, and the love will still be there. They'll just realize that in that time frame, they're no longer what each other need. Let's see what the crystals have to say, or whatever you're planning on pulling out there.
I was just letting you do the talking.
Oh, geez. All right. So we're... I guess I'm putting my name on the show then.
Well, it's your show. The one impression I got from the M&S is that you like these people, and they're a lot of fun to be around. That came through.
Yeah,
that they're fun to hang out with, and
that you show interest in them is great. I mean, that's a really good friend, right? Obviously.
Yeah.
But know your limits, know your boundaries more specifically. So anyhow, moving on to Jackie Johnson. Messages for Jackie. Oh, are you still doing Joy?
Well, I'd already put it out, but it's, basically as saying, yeah, you're enjoying being with them. You're the Page of Cups. So you're happy and you're enjoying your fun and the creativity. The High Priestess reverse is saying you don't know everything. and you can't know everything. So that goes right along with what the producer said. And so the cards are only going to tell me so much. But they're saying for now, you've got Six of Wands, which is a card of victory. So they'll be around a little bit. You'll get to hang out with them and have some fun and make some good memories.
All right, Joy. Moving on to Jackie Johnson. Where did I see a... Donna Butler has the same crystal candy dish. All right, Donna. Not crystal, glass, and it's Anchor Honking's American Press Cut Glass. Oh, I forgot the ED.
Yeah,
Early American Press Cut.
Cut.
Yeah. Which, and by early, they mean the 60s.
Okay, so
And you know what? And it's that EAPC that put Corningware on the map.
this is EAPC.
All right, people had EAPC in their house, and Corningware went and asked the housewives, "What would you like different in plates and bowls?" And the number one response was, "Weight." And Corningware, said, "Okay, we can work on that." Anyhow, back to Jackie. Got any messages for Jackie?
Sure.
Well, look at that. It's after 10 o'clock.
Well, we only have a few more.
I know. We only got a few more questions. We definitely got to get to Rebecca's.
Okay. So,
She's been waiting a long time. Dang, my beer is empty.
all right. So, any messages? Jackie Johnson. First off, you've got the selenite desert rose. So that says
That's
that,
always a pretty one.
yes, and it does tend to bring in spirit and good spiritual energies. So it just kind of says, there are good spiritual energies around you, and it also has this tendency to put you in touch with past loved ones. And then you have this stone right here, and like your desert rose is just a little thing, just a little guy, just like that, right? But then you've got this one, and this one. This a lovely stone right here.
It's too shiny to focus on.
Yeah, it's a really deep reddish purple garnet, and garnet is a stone that's good for business, and it's a good anti-theft stone. And when garnet shows up around you, it always says make sure you lock your doors. So protect yourself. It protects your property.
Yeah.
You as a person are protected, but your property.
Lock it or lose it.
Lock it or lose it. Yep.
Moving on. Pinkalicious. Oh, Dominique. Dominique wants to know from Spirit.
Oh, Spirit. That's I love working with the crystals. Oh, and the two came out at once because they're the same one. Okay, so this fell out, and this is a red opal. Red opal talks about spiritual mysteries. It's got a real feel of spiritual mysteries. Let's leave it at that. But it does feel like you might be having prophetic dreams. Your spirit guides are saying that you are getting messages, so pay attention to them. And then you got these two right next to each other. And of course, this is Angel. I think it's called Angelite. And it's a really pretty blue stone. You can see that. It's about peace. It's about communication. And the two came out together. So that's kind of double. So Spirit's kind of telling you double up on your communication, double up on reaching out to people. Instead of waiting for somebody to call you, you get on the phone and call them and start sending out emails. This is a time when you really need to reach out to people. You'd be surprised at what the kind of good it'll do for you. Okay, so who's next?
Next, we have Rebecca Gomez.
Hi, Rebecca.
Rebecca wants to know what's going on for her, what's coming in her life in the next, for the rest of the month and for August.
Well, let's just see what the cards, what you need to know the most.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, let's see what you need to know.
What she's got to look forward to.
Yeah.
Besides a sunburn. If you don't get at least one sunburn in the summer, you didn't do anything.
Huh.
What we got there, babe?
Okay, so we start out. We have the Three of Cups, and Three of Cups is about life's milestones. It's about partying with your friends, having a good time, and like you said, and I do see that coming.
Can you take that down to 75% speed?
Oh, I'm trying to speak as fast as the thoughts are coming to me. If I didn't speak this fast, it wouldn't all. I'd lose it, like I just lost what I was saying.
I'm sorry.
So anyhow, you've got Three of Cups, which is about milestones, about celebrations with friends. It feels like you're at a point in life where everybody's life is kind of changing. You're at one of those transitional ages. Like people in their late 20s, which are going from being single to family orientated, or people in their 50s are going from being parents to being grandparents and retirees and stuff. Anyhow, you've got milestones happening around you. So enjoy that. Raise a glass when you can. These two together say that you need to protect yourself. You're carrying too much, and I think you're carrying the weight of other people. And your guides are saying, if you do that, you're not going to be able to see the road ahead, and you're not going to be able to avoid disaster. And it feels like if you have as much as you're carrying right now, it feels like maybe you're doing a lot of favors for that. Time is a commodity, and you're giving away your time. And it feels like if you keep doing that, you're not going to have time to do the things you need to do for yourself. So quit giving away your time. Okay. That's what you need to know.
And lastly, we have Paulina. Can I ask if Dee will come back to me? We broke up 2 months ago. Will we end up together? Well, Paulina, while Sally shuffles the cards for that answer, let me tell you that yes, he will come back, and you'll have a lot of fun. And then you'll break up again. And then he'll come back, and you'll have a lot of fun, and then he'll break up again. And each breakup gets worse, but every time you get back together, it's more and more fun. And it's going to take you years to break this habit.
Are you trying to be Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton here? Oh gee. Uh-huh.
I rest my case.
Okay, so it does feel like, I don't know whether you guys have been married yet, but it does feel like there is some sort of a thing like that happening. Because when I look at the Pope, or that's also called the Hierophant, that is about society's institutions, marriage being one of them, and this idea of doing what you're expected as a couple. As a couple, you're expected to commit to each other, and you're expected to set up a home, and you're expected to have kids, and yada yada yada. So there's all these expectations on the relationship. Dee likes having fun with you. I think as far as the serious stuff, I think that's where he kind of falls apart. He's really not good at dealing with life's issues or life stresses.
Adulthood.
Adulting, yes. And then you have the Six of Wands. So, yeah, he's going to be back within 6 weeks. Uh-huh. And like you said, you guys have a lot of fun when you get back together, but then the same problems come back time and time and time again.
So go ahead and have fun. Just know that it's short term.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Does he have someone else? Not really. Like, he's flirtatious and stuff like that. But in the end, he'll not follow through. Not quite sure why, but I think he values himself more than that. Okay, let's see. Ooh, I like this question. We know we're running a little late, but hello.
Yes, we are.
Hello, question marks. Any important messages for my spirit team? Well, hello. Hello. The spirit team. I love that. Everybody thinks they only have one guide.
All right, so we have Prasiolite, which is Prasiolite is it's a layered stone, and it's related to amethyst. Only it's green, and Prasiolite. There is a real spiritual feel to it. It also brings through. Well, in this case, I see you going through the layers of life, and I see you making an adjustment. Because you're going from the light to the dark. And every time I look at this Prasiolite, that's one of the things I see is that transition. This particular one helps you through that transition. And then you have the regular old agate, and agate is a good grounding stone. It's this particular one has a number of different colors in it, like these little pink spots kind of draw my eye. So it makes me think that amidst the adulting and the self-improvement that you're working on, romance kind of peeks its head into. Okay, so that's
that.
That's that.
Well, that was our last question, as far as I know. If you had a question and you didn't get it answered, I didn't see it. That means most likely that you didn't add a question mark to it. The program I use to be able to put the questions up on the screen, I have to filter, and my filter is question marks. If I don't filter, I get the entire chat, and it just becomes real difficult for me to pull out the questions, all right? So if you've got a question, you have to add the question mark punctuation. Otherwise, I do not see it, and you cannot get your question answered. Now, we usually are done at 10 o'clock. It's almost a quarter after, so we are saying good night today.
Yes,
that includes you.
I had so much fun, as I do every week, but y'all wore me out. I'm tired. I'm ready to put up my feet.
All right.
Okay, have a great week, everybody, and we'll see you here next week. Remember to give me a like and subscribe if you haven't already.
And if you want a reading, contact the spa near the tracks at 519-272-1293, and they'll connect you with Sally to get a reading in person. Not a free reading. You'll have to pay for this one. And if you'd like a virtual online reading, you can contact Sally at info@sallydiane.com. Anything else you want to say, baby?
Have a great week, everybody.
Bye.